Another thing that we have to do when we're talking about messaging with our sales conversations is we have to understand, we have to get away from surface level language, and we have to go to deep structure. I will use this is a significant management tool too. Everybody thinks, is the biggest fallacy, is that when two people have a conversation, that both people really understand what the other person was talking about. They don't. It's because everybody during that conversation brings a different reference point to the conversation. So, for instance, if I said to you, I made a lot of money last year. How much money do you think I made last year?
More than I did, just by the way.
But you don't know that. But what about if I lost? But you don't know that. You're just assuming that, right? Because you're going to your reference bank and you're saying, well, it must have been way more money. But you don't know. Because I could say, because to some people, a lot of money is $10,000. To some people, it's $100,000. To some people, it's $1 million. To some people, it's $1 billion. You know, ask Warren Buffett what he thinks of a lot of money. It's going to be different than a college kid coming out of school. Now, I know that's an extreme example, but when you're having conversations and you're referencing a lot of money, you could be so far off the mark it's not funny. Another one, I have to lose a lot of weight. How much weight do I have to lose? Don't say it out loud. Keep that one to yourself. All right, but think about it. Some people are going to say, oh, you got to lose a couple pounds. So, oh, you got to lose at least 20, 30 pounds, or whatever the case may be. A lot of weight doesn't mean anything. Here's one in a business context. Well, we use your competition because they have great customer service. What does that mean? Now, you're going to fill in the blanks there. What about, this is a good one for the home care industry. We treat our patients
Like family.
Ugh, I hate that one. Okay, well, like family. What does that mean? Some people don't like their family. So this is what I want you to say when somebody, and this is, I made a lot of, I used your technique, Mike. I had this one recently. I used your technique, Mike, and I did it a lot, and it doesn't work. I asked them specifically, how many times did you try? I tried it 3 times. Well, I said, you know that the ratio is at least, it's a 10% success rate. You have to at least ask 10 times before you know that it doesn't work. But, the salespeople always exaggerate. Customer service never delivers on time. These words that they're just blatant, either generalizations, exaggerations, or deletions of the truth. That's how people talk. And so this is the best thing you'll learn from this class today. When somebody talks in vagary, you just say this sentence. Specifically, what do you mean by that? So let's try it. We have great, the reason why we use your competitor is because they have great customer service. You're going to say, what do you mean by great customer service? And then they're going to say, well, they have an on-time delivery rate of 2 days. Okay, let me give you another one. Oh, we use your competitor because they have fast on-time delivery. You're going to say, what do you mean? And then instead of saying that, all I want you to do is just repeat their letter. So specifically, what do you mean by fast on-time delivery? How fast do they deliver those packages? Or how fast do they get? Now, why? Because if I say fast to you, it might be a week. It might be a day. It might be an hour. Again, this is going to help me get down to specifically how I can help them. All right? So, when you hear vagary in your sales conversation, you just use that one. It works so much. I mean, you're going to hear me say it all the time, especially when people have questions, because a lot of times people have a question and you're answering the wrong question because they're not even defined well enough to mean what they're saying. So that's a really important thing in sales. The other thing is when you're talking about benefits, you don't talk in vagaries. So that way there's no miscommunication. So you say our delivery time is 2 days. right? You don't qualify it by saying fast or not because you don't know what their reference point is yet. Now, if you do know their reference point, you can say it. All right? When you do have a benefit, you are specific in the benefit. It just makes it easier for people to process information. Because that's ultimately what we want to do, is we want to make the communication process easy for people to uptake the information so they can make faster decisions. So we want to feed them the information in a manner in which it makes sense to them.